Hello again. So glad you've joined us in this last week of Read the Bible in Lockdown. Please turn up to John chapter 6 and we'll be reading the first half of this chapter. We'll see Jesus' great power and glory as we read the Bible today as he feeds the 5,000 and walks on water. Have a read of the passage, reflect on the questions. What's it say about Jesus? How is this good news for the world? And what is your response going to be to who Jesus is? So pause the video now, have a read, and we will check back in a minute. Well, I hope that was a helpful time in God's Word for you, reminding you of who Jesus is. I love the line that Jesus says to Philip when he asks him, how are we going to feed all these people? And it says that Jesus asked this only to test him, for he already had in mind what he was going to do. So for me, this shows me that Jesus was completely intentional about him feeding the 5,000. This is exactly what he wanted to do to show his glory. And why this is good news? Well, if Jesus is able to feed the multitude, if he's able to walk on water, he has the power, he has the control over nature, over the created things, and he's using that for the people's good in this case. And how am I going to respond to this? Well, if Jesus is the one who provides miraculously to these 5,000 people, he's also the one who provides in ordinary ways. And so that line in the Lord's Prayer, give us today our daily bread, that might be my attitude. I think I'm going to focus on that dependence on Jesus for our daily provision. That's my response. I wonder what your response will be. Do join me tomorrow because we have part 2. Remember how in John's Gospel we have often there's an action and then there's a teaching. Tomorrow we'll look at the teaching part. Jesus has just fed the people with bread. Now he's going to point them towards him being the ultimate bread to eat. We'll see more of that tomorrow. Hope to see you then.